Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm KatherineOfSky, and a lot of you guys have been asking me about expanding smelting for electric furnaces. We're not there yet, but when we do get there, let me show you why we cannot have the same smelting alignment, because it is quite different. Let's go to the end game designs, beaconed, and we're going to use furnaces beaconed, this design here. As you can see, this has 5 spaces in between each belt. This has 3 spaces for beacon on each side of the belt. We've got a little curly Q in the belt, and we only have how many machines? 16. We have 16 machines. This is relatively the same length, but there's no way we can fit all of this into this kind of space. It just doesn't work. When we do get to expanded smelting later in the game, at end game, we will be, we'll put them probably off site. So this is never intended to work with electric furnaces. These are only intended to work with our steel furnaces, which we should get to very shortly, because today we're going to build them all. Also, there was a little bit of confusion. Perhaps I misspoke. I want 2 fully compressed belts of steel. Each compressed belt takes 5 arrays or 5 columns. So for 2 belts, I will need 10 columns, and that's what all of this is out here. Today we're going to start off by hand building the belt array and explaining how it works so that we can transition to having a large shopping mall, which I love to bits. All right, we're going to start out with the first row, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put these down as ghosts because I need 3 spaces in between. Now the next row is going to be up here. Okay. Oh dear. Come on. There we go. And then these guys are going to be next to each other. These are the gear making assemblies of the mall. And then we get to the meat, or not the mall, pardon me, the belt array. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And these are going to be the actual machines that are going to make the belts and undergrounds and splitters for what we need later. Oh dear. See, that's what happens when you don't use your grid alignment here. Right. Okay. So these are all gear makers. So let me just build those real quick. Copy the recipes over. And then we're going to have belts in the center because these undergrounds and the splitters both require belts. No, not this one. Belts as a component, as an intermediate component. So the belt's gotta have to be in the center. Now these guys are going to be the reds. And I usually like to put my my undergrounds on this side. This is just personal preference. You can put them on either side, but know that splitters are going to need to have access to circuits. Red and, green first and then red at the blue level. I think these don't, yeah, they just need green circuits, so that's just fine. Okay, now time to get the belts arranged in here. So we start off by doing sort of this kind of a thing like this. And we'll add in our belt there. I forgot, do these guys need iron? This one does, that one does. All right, and that's just fine. Okay, so for the actual belt array, I keep thinking about in terms of the mall, but we're not at the mall yet. Here is where we need other stuff. We need a splitter there. That's what I was thinking about. And then we basically mirror this setup on this side. How did I do this? Outside, right. Okay, so now we have feeding lines for these guys. And this is going to be iron there, and of course iron here. I'm going to have green circuits there, but it's going to be a split belt of green and reds. Now, the important thing about this is that we're going to start to run out of iron. Because we're going to be making a lot of belts. And so this is where the other lanes come in. And we really are going to need to start filling out those other furnace columns and getting iron to them because it's really important. This is going to run out of iron like super fast because the belts go, they use materials, or the gear makers use materials like crazy to make all of these belts. So we just need to keep that in mind. Right, so here we go. we need to, so to get these gears up to these machines, we need to have some undergrounds collecting them. So firstly, I put them here, and then like this. And I usually take this the furthest way, and that's important because we're going to need that space right there to do stuff. There we go. Let's get these going along here. And then we're going to have outputs here. Remember, outputting onto an underground allows it to put them on better. This probably doesn't matter right now at all because they're not at high enough throughput. But if you put speed modules in here, it will matter. And to do that, you can put a beacon like around this area if you just convert it to an underground, that kind of thing. Now these guys are going to need approximately twice as much input as output because they require 2 metal plates for each gear. So we'll just put those down. Right, and this one, does this need metal? Yes, it does. Right, now notice I'm going to put this splitter right here. I'm not going to put it across from this one. I want this to have equal access at the beginning part of this line that's flowing through. So this is going to need 5 iron plates every 1 second. It's about the same need. I guess I could put a second one on here. However, I really want the belt maker to also get stuff. So we're going to do that quickly there. And if you're running out of iron, remove this second, whatchamacallit thingy, the second inserter. Okay. Also, there's a reason why I have these off of the splitter and not off of this main line, because I want these guys to get their share of iron as well. Okay, I think we can start. Let's put down some power poles here and get this all kind of fired up here. See if we can nicely arrange this so that we have plenty of power. Right, okay, and we're making gears. Okay, so I just kind of want to start up a little bit of this process at a time. Now these guys don't happen to need gears. This one or the splitter, which is kind of funky. You'd expect a splitter to need gears, but belts do. So let's grab some some thingies, which we don't have anymore, but thankfully we have a box full of them. Fantastic. Right, so these guys grab from both sides. This is in case a shortfall is created on either side, especially when you get into the very high-end undergrounds, which require massive, massive amounts of gears. Right, now these guys can go along this way. And another trick that you can use, the thing about this is when you have a stack bonus on your inserters, which allows the inserter to pick up more than one item at a time, when they pick up from an underground, they can transfer as if from a chest. So when you have these, how many does this require? 40 gears. 40 gears. What you can do is do something like this and have the inserter take like this way. It depends on how I have my thing set up. What you don't want to do, you do not want to use all of your gears on one level and not have any for the other. So you have to keep that in mind. Now these guys also need some gears. So let's just get these guys going there. And of course, these are going to need gears as well. Now, since these require belts, we'll need to have some way to transfer them over. You can do a direct insert, which I don't generally prefer because long-handed inserters are fairly slow. Or what I typically do is I put a small chest here, limit it to 1 stack. This will also give you extra, a little bit of extra leeway if you need to pick up some more yellow belts for some reason, so that those can go to the side there. Right, so let's get these things powered. Let's put that there. Okay, and then from here to here, we also need these things. So these guys travel upward as well. So we need to put in a chest, and I think I'm going to use iron chests for these. So let's just get a couple. I like to put them all on the right side because later we're going to need a chest on the left side. And it's usually the center I leave for power poles, but we've kind of upgraded to these nice medium ones for now. Right, so here we go. These go like this. And let's limit these chests. I want to have like 1 stack of those. I want to have a whole bunch of belts. And Splitters, yeah, maybe like 1 stack of those is fine right now. 2, we can change those later. Now, the other thing that you can do is, oh, you know what, I'll show you in just a second. Let's copy these things over, and basically, well, I don't need to copy them. I can just place them. It's okay. It's fine. Okay. Let's go there. Again, copy, paste. When I copy and paste the chest thing, it copies the limitation, basically. And this one will have like 1 stack of red belts, I think. Now, these guys are not going to be activated just yet, but that's perfectly fine. We don't need them activated at the present moment. The chests that are going to go here are going to be requester chests, and they're just going to be recycling the older belts as we replace them later on in the playthrough. So what have we got here? We've got belts somewhat building up. What we can do is, before this makes any of these, we can use a circuit condition to make this behave the way we want to. So let me just generate some red wire. There's some wire. And I'm going to connect this inserter up to this chest and say, yo, if the transport belt is greater than, say, I don't know, 300, oops, not 3,000, 300, then you can work. So basically what this is going to do is, this is not going to transfer any belt into here until we have a minimum of 300 in here. Okay, so here we're seeing already the iron crumbling. This is bad. Look at this. This is not even making it to the belt array. This is caused basically by all of these other items being produced. So, you know, it's kind of, you know, it's a thing. We have to keep aware of this, and this is clearly not enough. In fact, I thought about basically having 2 iron lines completely dedicated to our big mall, because this is not going to cut it. This is just, I mean, it doesn't have to run all the time with belts, but we're going to need more iron like crazy because we're already running out. Right, so we're going to let this keep on going, and it's going to produce red belts when we have at least 300 yellow belts in the system. But for now, I think I'll collect all of these guys, and I'm going to collect the undergrounds because I need them, and we have no splitters. Ah, yes, we need to. Let's get our splitter line coming up. I forgot to connect that. Thank goodness I checked. Right, and then these guys can go this way to allow these machines to collect the materials they need for making splitters. So notice also that I don't pick up from the corner. The corners are funny in Factorio on the conveyor belts. They provide very little opportunity. If you notice, like a square piece of belt has a very long amount of time in which the inserter can grab a piece of material. But when pieces are on a corner, they go by very, very quickly. So if you ever want high throughput, do not use corners. Put them on a straight section of belt. Right. Now I want to get the green circuits that we promised this poor little array. So let's just get this going here. There we go. All right, and green circuits shall be ours. But we only want a half a belt, remember, because we're going to get some red circuits on the other side for when we need them for blue splitters. Okay, so this is going to create some splitters for us. And we'll get that going. Okay, I need to add some lights. Where are the lights again? Lights, where are you? Put that in my little stash there. Now, this is what I used to use before the whole mall concept came out. Mike, who you guys probably know from commenting here, and also he's on my Discord, he kind of came up with this mall design on one of our community maps, and it was really, really exciting because all of a sudden we had all of the machines made in one place. We had the belts and the inserters and all of the machines all in one central shopping location where you could go and pick out your favorite brands and get all the things sorted out. So that's what I would really like to make today, is put down the blueprint for the mall, whatever, and then use nanobots to construct this, because it is extensive and it is kind of, yeah, it's big. I'll show you. We're going to use the early game mall, but then I'm going to paste over the power poles, since we do actually have the power poles that we need here. So we're going to start this, right? Is that right? And I can even start it fairly close. You know what? I'm going to delete these. Well, I'm not. You know what? I won't activate the nanobots. That will help us. Is this the early one? Yeah, right. So the early game mall is exactly the same as the late game mall, except it has yellow belts, and it has sometimes lower level assemblers if they can be used, that kind of thing. I'm going to put it 2 spaces away. I might delete all of that stuff that we just made here. But anyway, this is the mall. It is quite big. What I'm going to do is I want to delete the trees first, because, well, I guess I could use the nanobots to clear them. The termite bot. You know what? I'll get the termites to clear them. And we'll press tab to get them activated. Hey, there you go. Hey, there we are. Nice. Okay, they are going. And basically you command the termite bots with the deconstruction planner. Let me go ahead and get trees and rocks only in our deconstruction planner. You right click it to set those particular instructions. Okay, I'm not sure why they're deploying. I press spacebar, but they're... Come on, termite bots, go! This is very funky. Why are they not going? I don't know. This is so weird. You know what? We're just gonna have to use the grenades then. I'm really surprised, because they used to work perfectly, and I'll have to tell Nexel about that and see if they're just not functioning properly, or maybe they don't work with deconstruction. Some things... Anyway, I don't know. Or maybe they only work when you walk close. Is that the thing? Go rock, we don't want you. If I do this, if I cancel the deconstruction, let's try canceling it. There they go. Okay, so for some reason they don't work with deconstruction. That is funky. Right, well that's okay. We're gonna just use them anyway and hope they eat all the trees. Come on, nanobots, there we go. You have to be careful about where you walk, because they will destroy all the trees in the range there. Sometimes they leave one, which is, I guess, kind of an Easter egg thing, though I find it annoying. But when I want trees gone, I want them gone. Anyway, yeah, looks like we deleted some of our blueprints by messing around with the deconstruction planner. Why did I just chop the tree? I don't even know. Who knows? But anyway, they sort of randomly come out when you need them. Okay. That's very odd. That shouldn't do that. I'm clicking in one way and it's... I shift clicked to cancel deconstruction, but it deconstructed stuff anyway, so I'm not sure what went on there. Okay, why is this not going? Yes, I see the rock. I see the rock. You know what? I'm gonna just... I don't know why it's doing that, like the non-matching up thing. Okay, let's see if we can get rid of this tree here. Okay, that should be enough space. All right, and that will be clearing it. Great. Let's put down our mall blueprint again. Let's do it from space this time. Or as I like to call it, goddess mode. Good. Now, we're going to start. Now, location is very important when you're dealing with nanobots, because they're going to want to go nearest you. So let me just start that, and hopefully they'll start placing stuff down, and there they go. I love when nanobots can work. This is so much more convenient than putting all this stuff down by myself. I mean, I could help them out a bit, I guess. I wonder if they'll take that rock up. I do not know. Yeah, they got it. They got the rock. Oh my god, that's so good. And basically they'll build anything that I have stuff for. So I need to go, clearly I need to go and get more undergrounds. I need undergrounds, and I need splitters, and I need assemblers. Why is this not working? Oh, you know what? I forgot to feed it stuff. Jeez Louise. I forgot that in the last episode. Pardon me. Okay. What I could do, I also wanted to clear the power poles. These guys. So we're going to just completely remove these power poles, and then we're going to replace them with the medium ones. Wow, look at them go. There they are, going like crazy, filling in all these lovely things. The thing that I don't like about building a complex blueprint by hand is all of the twists and turns and things, and that's just part of the annoying bit about early game Factorio, and trying to use, you know, these very nice blueprints that you develop over time. I mean, obviously this is not a beginner blueprint. This is something that, you know, I've been developing for a while. So yeah, there we go. Oh my God, look at how far they're going. We did research. That's why they're going so far. It's fantastic. Okay. Now, normally I don't put the empty assemblers down, but the nanobots are helping me out, so that's why they're going there. And our iron is completely dying. This is so bad. Oh, and I don't even want to get this close because they're going to put down all these belts, and I don't want them to. No! I should have turned them off. Right, I want to get some chests, though. Okay, come on. Go, go, go. Put down stuff. I need you, nanobots. Oh, okay. Right. Yes, there we go. Chests. There's some more chests there. And we'll come and get more materials. This is really cool because I have, you know, all this stuff on my hotbar, and we can see. What are you missing? Iron? Oh my gosh. So now we're in like a severe iron crisis. This is so bad. This is really, really very bad indeed. All right, but at least we can get the bots doing this, all of these nice things. And if you put down stuff yourself, of course, you'll save on nanobot charges because they do actually cost something. And I think that's part of the really nice balance of this particular mod is they're not free. You have to pay for them. Each bot, I think, can, or each charge can put down, I think it's 10 objects, something like that. So if you want to save on materials, you don't let them put stuff down. You just do it yourself. And the easiest things, of course, to do are belt. You know, those are the easiest items to put down on your own. Oh no! That's actually an underground. Oh! I have to go back and get it because I don't have enough. Let's go. Let's go get this underground. This might have been a fairly big thing to put down. Too big, maybe. Oh, and the iron is just dying. It's so sad. I really wanted to get this mall up so that we can start building furnaces. Now, where are the furnaces? They're here somewhere. They're right here. This is where the furnaces are. I really want to build furnaces soonish. Make some more chests for the bots. Yeah, but we're going to need a ton of iron, a ton of all kinds of stuff just to make all these things. But here are railroad tracks. They can get automatically made, as well as the lights. All kinds of stuff we have capabilities of adding. You know what? I think I can actually destroy... well, we're going to need engines. This is for... I believe this is for, like, power armor and stuff, so we don't actually need it. But it's all yellow belt, so it's not that bad. We make one splitter. They can put that down, too. Wow. Okay, so anyway, we have a lot of them all constructed in a very short amount of time, thanks to nanobots. Yay! Because I guarantee you, it's not very exciting to watch me build this. But as with the belt array, this basically works on the same principles, which I will talk about once we connect these things. I think it's probably time to go and get some more iron. Okay, we've got 6 assembling machines. We need probably a few more of these guys. But yeah, all of the iron is being eaten by the inserters and stuff, so that's not great. These have been fairly frugal on usage. I think we had 4 stacks, and now we're only down to 3, and we've done quite a lot. But yeah, we need more iron desperately. Where can we get iron? Let's look. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, please. No, no. I'm gonna switch to my other gun. No, don't do this yet. Not yet. No. We need... This is not enough for another iron thing at all. Not at all. However, we could tap it and kind of put some down this area. I guess we could do that. Let's just get these. I might try to stand at max distance away, basically, for these guys to put these things down. But I really did not want to put down any more stone furnaces. I really didn't. I was hoping... Let's get this, all of this iron, clear it off, and build a couple of those guys. I really wanted to just do steel furnaces, but I think we're going to have to put in the iron line anyway. Let me put down a couple of miners if I have any. Do I have any? I don't have any miners, really. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to walk over there. I know there are some being built, but... Well, we can first of all recycle these guys. Basically reuse them in another location. Let's just grab... Take this one here. Gonna put this way on this side of the belt because that's where we're short, so these guys can kind of fill out the belt a little bit better. Okay, there is some iron over here. Oh my god, this one is not functioning. Okay, and soon our starter base can go the way of the dinosaur to extinction. Yeah. There's a few inserters here. I'm gonna make these small. Well, actually, you know what? This is actually a good place to get belts. It's on its own iron supply at the moment, so it's a good spot. Oh, let me drop off this stone. Stone. Drop it in the stone furnaces. And spots. Here we go. Shove it in here. Ah, yes, that's what I was doing. I was going for this assembler, which will have made us some furnaces. 50 of them, in fact. So we can go over to that area and place them down. We have plenty of inserters and belts, which is nice. So let's go get going up there. These guys are still, they're making stuff. They're making green circuits. So that means that the mall is running. They are building stuff there. Alright, so I'm going to turn on nanobots. I don't know what the range is on this, but we're going to try. Well, heck, I'll just take the furnaces myself. Wait, I'm going to turn them off. Because I don't want them to build the furnaces on any other column but this one. Inserters I'm not worried about because we have millions of inserters at the moment. Okay, there we go. Let's go and have them build the inserters, please. Get rid of this. And then we're going to need our iron. Oh. I think we can partially feed it from up here, and then the rest we'll just have to get from this iron patch down there. Okay. Come on, inserters, please. There we go. Are the rest of the inserters done? Nice. Okay, and then these need to be an underground. And at least we'll have two belts coming in of iron. This. I think we're gonna have to have a combined line, and I don't really mind that the bots are doing that stuff. It saves me work later. Okay. So, oh, I need miners. Let's see. I think the mall area has been making them, wow, all this backup over here with copper that we're not using. Not yet, anyway. Miners, where are you? There they are, right here. 100 of them. That's good. Oh, and I should get these assemblers as well, because I know we're going to need a whole bunch of them. Okay. Let's get some ore coming in here. Eeps. Right. One, two, three. Oh. It doesn't even really matter how many there are at this point. They're all going to have to merge into one thing. Oh, actually, we can do this. Okay. And then the merging one will be this top one. Where we're going to add stuff in from here. First thing though is I need to connect this guy to that balancer so we can make sure and get everything sorted out. There we go. Let's just walk on the balancer, it's faster. Or walk on the belts. Right. And then from here we will be able to bring a second line along. And hopefully, let's connect this one here for now, like this, and have that one go there instead. All right, much better. We have stuff happening, mostly, partly. Okay. Now we need to get this iron up here. Let's just start by making this belt go this way. Let's see how far we are off on the map. Oh, I want to make it go above this area here. Oh, so I can cross right there. That's actually a good idea. Let's take it down this way. And get our grenades, please. There we go. Okay, nice. See? Oh, that's right. Nanobots also repair things for you, which is nice. Right. Ooh, we're gonna need to get... okay. Okay. Thank you for repairing that power pole. Oh, I hate these rocks. Some people love the rocks. I am not a fan of the rocks, I have to say. Really not a fan. Oh, but they also can clear trees for us, I think. Nanobots, will you clear the trees? Thank you. How very nice. Okay, and they do give you the wood back. Nice. And of course, termites just eat the wood. I don't think they give you any back because they're really hungry. Nevertheless, I am quite happy that I'm doing this part of the game with nanobots. They are good. And again, let me know what you think about them, because as soon as the mall is finished, we can just go back to a regular vanilla playthrough if desired. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I don't have enough undergrounds. It's not good. Okay. All right. Take this one this way, because there's a little bit of coal there. There we are. Nice. And how many did we have on that one area there? We have... Oh, look at how silly I am. I forgot to put the power poles. Right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to need 26 to fill a yellow belt altogether. So... That's 9. Let's just try to do this efficiently. Let's see. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And 23. And a couple for good measure. That sounds good. Good measure is always good. Because, as I have said before, these guys can get, you know, they get depleted and things like that, so it's important to have enough. Okay. I would really like to get these 3 guys there. I need more iron, though. This is ironic. We're in this field of iron, and I have no iron. All right, let's go back down here and just grab some from the furnaces, because I know there's going to be plenty here. Oh, how nice of the nanobots. They're actually missing all the... They're putting down the lights that I missed earlier. Okay. We'll go and get this underground made, put in. Thank you very much. Right. There we go. And we still have one that's not filled yet. I don't have any wooden power poles. Goodness me. That's annoying. Oh. Here, nanobots. Can you take care of that, please? Nano. Nanobots, please. No, maybe it's too far of a range. Alright, I'll have to go down here and put it myself. Okay, there we go. Right, now we can get all of this stuff going on. I do want to balance this line as it goes out so that when it interacts with the other line, we should have balanced inputs influencing each other, right? Or balanced inputs coming together into the splitter. We don't want to end up with too much on one side or the other, which I don't know if that really matters because it splits into kind of a funky way. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. All right, so here we go. As you can see, this line is suffering vastly under lack of iron, but we're going to get that sorted right now. There we go. So that one should come in. All right, this is looking very nicely saturated here. Okay, and the bots are keeping on working. Fantastic. All right, let's see if we can make... let me put this iron ore into some of these last furnaces out here that never seem to get enough. We may have to add some red belts at the front of that line just to get it speeded up enough. Okay, so hopefully, I'm hoping that this balancer will actually work. It's not seeming to give complete and total throughput, which annoys me. Looks like we're going to have to move one of these up, like maybe here. Does that do better? Let's see. Needs to go through this area here. Nope. Let's put it on the other side here, like that for now. That should give us better throughput. Yeah, sometimes these 8-to-8 balancers are not exactly perfect, which annoys me greatly. Okay, this looks like it's fully going in. And this one is also fully going in. It's not backing up at all, so that's a good sign. So maybe we're getting those... It's balancing better for sure, but it's not making me a happy camper. Anyway, we really just need full belts of iron coming in, but we'll get that. We'll get it very shortly. And meanwhile, my nanobots can keep on building stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is, you know what, let me just build this and have them put all the stuff down, and because we're running out of time in this episode, but I really want to connect up some of the things. So give me a second to build this, and I will be right back. All right, the bots are done placing all the things except for the power poles. Now I was going to show you guys how I do that. Remember, I cleared out all of the wooden power poles in this design, so therefore there is no power anywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the late game blueprint, and they are exactly the same except for the colors of the belts and also provider chests versus regular chests. But I'm going to replace this over the top, and basically this should put in all of the power poles that we're going to need for this structure. Okay, let me just connect this up here. So put it down one. There we go. And we'll make sure that everything is connected nice and neatly. I was just handcrafting a bunch of power poles so that we can get all of this connected upward. There we go. Where is there no power pole here? Did I miss one? Did I forget one? I hope not. Well, whatever. I'm going to ad-lib it for now. I'll check on the design later. Come on. Come on, bots. Wake up. There are 61 of you in the creche. I know I have enough power poles, so go. I really am not sure why they're not going a little bit faster. Maybe just part of the whole bot logic thing. Alright, there we go. Hello. Oh, these are not connected because the bottom bits are not connected. Okay, that's fine. So I'm like, the actual power poles are really there. I see them. Okay, there we go. Are there any connecting these two areas? I guess not. That's interesting. All right, so let's just connect those that way. And only one area is blinking. Looks like I missed another power pole, possibly right there. Something very strange is happening here. I'll have to check on that as well. This one, I can't even check on the recipes at the moment, so we'll have to figure that out later. But let's see. This one should be there, and this one can be there. Okay, cool. Right, this is taking quite a while. That looks very strange indeed. Why is this way? I do not know. Oh, that's right. Okay, so this is not needing to be connected because this is steel chests going into the box and then going onto this line, which is going to be the passive providers and the active providers. Okay, there's no mistake there. That's perfectly correct. Alrighty, and then here, of course, is where we're going to have our blue belts, which need lubricant. So in these blueprints, if you're looking, basically, I have put combinators to show you how to fill the lines with material. Okay, now first of all, if you do not see the things on the combinators, press Alt, and if you don't see them with Alt on, you can go into the options, and I think it's under graphics, where it is show combinator settings when detailed info is on. Make sure that's checked, because even if you don't have combinators, like these are ghost images, I don't even have them, but it still shows what they are. Now for lanes that have one symbol, this is iron. You can tell it is iron. So this is where iron is going to be connected here. So we're going to have iron there. Okay. We're going to need iron also elsewhere. But the second one is copper plates and steel plates. So I means inner side and steel is O for outer. So what that means to me, and that's the way I've kind of programmed it, is that copper needs to go on the left side of this belt and steel on the right side. Now I don't use left or right because you can twist and turn these blueprints any way you like, but hopefully that will work. If anything, I also have a picture in my Google Drive, a screenshot of what the lanes should look like as you're feeding these things. So copper on the left side, I gotta remember this, and steel on the right. So copper, oh, this is still iron. Okay, that's fine. Fine, right? This is copper. Whoops. There we go. So this is gonna be kind of tricky, I have to say. We're probably gonna want to get this from the second line here, maybe, because I want steel to come in here, and to get steel to come in there I need to do something like this. Okay, and then this lane of copper can go this way, and then the bottom lane, do I have a balancer over there? Yes, we do. But it's a long way. Should I? Oh, no, it's not that long. It's not that long away. So let's just get it from the balancer. Second lane. There we go. Right. So the copper is going to come in on the left right here. And then the steel is going to come up through the right-hand side once we collect it. Now, I don't think I actually put the steel on the bus yet. So right now, we're just going to collect it right here and put it on this lane. We'll align this way. There we go. And there we go. So as you will see, the steel comes up the line, comes through this area, and put it right there. So one of the reasons I didn't use the top lane is because this splitter would not fit underneath this thing, and you couldn't get it along. Now some people, I have seen some people doing something a little bit different. They do this kind of thing. However, what this does is it only takes from the inside lane, and so therefore will create a really, really bad imbalance over time because the outside lane is not allowed to put on the belt there. So you really want to avoid that at all costs if you possibly can. This can go this way. Okay, remember, put this one in first, and then put the centerpiece, right? All right, and this one goes there. That one can go there, and we'll just shorten this so it's neater looking. Okay, and there we go. We have half a belt of steel and half a belt of copper. So that's what the little combinators mean. Sometimes I use filter inserters as well, and basically it's the same kind of thing going on there. Okay, and for the assemblers that have nothing on them, these are actually occupied, but we have not yet researched the tech to unlock them. Now, they are visible in the blueprint if you look, or if you keep these as ghosts. Obviously, with nanobots, it wants to put them down anyway. So we're just going to have to delete them and replop the blueprint when we want those to come about. Aha, and we now have power poles. Fantastic. We just need to get, there's the steel coming along. So yeah, that's how the mall works. And let's just get the rest of the belts connected up with what we can anyway. Okay, so here we're going to have, we have another iron. We've got copper, not copper, but circuits, more iron. Yes, this mall requires a lot of iron, definitely a lot of iron. And then again, we have a lot of these very specific conditions as to what these things are. It's good to leave some space just in case you need to do these special splitters later on down the line. Is this one outer and steel is inner? Okay, that's cool. We can copy that exact same structure to put over there. So I want to come and we're just going to collect this entire thing because why not? Don't need this, but we can move this along to. Wait, let me just bring down that that particular belt area. It's this one here. Oh, whoops. Whoops, we're going to need other stuffs for this. Right. Whoops. Oh, God. It did not work like I wanted it to work. That's for sure. Okay, and then we need to get rid of this stuff. I'll let the bots do that, and we will get this one aligned here properly. There we go. Perfect. There we are. So again, this is going to come on exactly the same alignment. And I forgot to copy this bottom bit, but yeah, it's essentially the same thing. Oh boy, don't do this yet. Not yet, bots, no! This goes there. Oops. Wait, is that right? No. This is not quite right. One. This needs to be 3 because it's already on 1. Otherwise, the rest don't fit very well. Right, 3. Okay, and hook that up. Okay, so we have an instant copy of this one over here. I think I'm going to just connect the rest of these guys off camera, and then we'll come back to the next episode, and hopefully our mall will be producing all kinds of lovely things. So thank you so very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you next time.